I'm Michelle, and it is time for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. I've actually had a fairly busy week sewing. I am going to start off with a blouse here, and when I first bought it, it did not have any buttons or buttonholes, and it was just open. And whenever I wore it, I kind of felt like it was way too low, especially at school. So I'd taken a safety pin and pinned it about where I put this first button, but decided that, well, I'd rather actually have buttons and buttonholes. So I dug through my button box and found some old pearl buttons and made buttons and buttonholes, and I really love it. I think after I did that, I mentioned 2 or 3 times that I really like the way this turned out. So I'm happy. I need to get this ironed so I can get it back into rotation, but this is last week of school, so I'm probably done subbing until next fall, but glad to have that done. And then when I worked on that, I had this shirt and the hem on both sleeves and half of the bottom had come undone. And so I've had this in the mending pile for quite a while, longer than I want to admit, when it didn't take very long once I decided, okay, let's just sew around it, do shirt tail hem, straight stitch, and be done with it. So now I have another white shirt that I can wear on a regular basis for teaching. Then I have this customer quilt, and last week I showed you the charity quilt that I did where I did hearts in the middle with kind of a wavy flower. And I really like the way that turned out, and so I did it on this one. And my customer hasn't picked it up, but she's seen pictures of it, and she loves the way this turned out. And of course, I love the way the quilting shows up on this cuddle fabric. So anyway, got that done, ready to be delivered. Moving on. I now have several frankenbattings created. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this top one is like 22 by 65. Most of them are greater than 44 inches by 54, 56, 64. And I think this bottom one is, I should be able to tell because I took and wrote little notes. So this one's 51 by 70. So I can put those down here underneath my long arm and have them ready to use for different quilts that I make. And I have a customer quilt here that I'm going to load shortly and mark it up and start quilting. I plan to do elongated swirls on it with paisley fill, and to kind of echo or create the the flow of the secondary pattern. And so I'm looking forward to getting started on that. And I believe that's all I have for this week. So until next time, let's go sew.